Guys, back again. Surprise. Just kind of wanted to make a video and, in all honesty, kind of clear my mind on a couple of things. We all know about the events of this weekend, or at least anyone who's watched any news at all. And to be quite clear, we finally had a breakthrough with our president finally saying that white supremacy was bad. That was kind of impressive. And my problem is not that. My problem is actually the fact that it took him so long to finally come out and say that. It took him 3 years from when he took office. And even this weekend, before he came out and said it, he and his entire political party passed the buck on to literally anything else they could. Oh, it's all these violent video games. It's all these violent TV shows, violent movies. Literally trying to pass the buck off to the media. Because it's their fault for promoting violence and making it seem like it's such a great thing. Let's be crystal clear here. In no way, shape, or form is there a correlation between violence in the media and mass shootings. No study has ever given any correlation. This has been a talking point for years, though. And quite frankly, it's disgraceful that we have leadership that sits there and casts aside all scientific information just so they don't have to put blame where it really is. Mental health, white supremacy, heck, racism in general. And let's be honest, with the manifesto that the El Paso shooter posted before the shooting, there is no doubt that it was racially triggered and it was afraid of an invasion of immigrants. Nothing screams xenophobia more than that. There's no denying that this man wanted nothing more than to stop the invasion of another race. You can say yes, but he wasn't mentally well. That's fair. So what have our recommendations been? As a nation, what have we done? Because every single time there's one of these shootings, that person's not mentally well. By God. Maybe some kind of common sense would dictate that maybe we should put funding into mental health in the United States. Yet, here we are, $3,000 mass shootings since Sandy Hook later, and we have done nothing. As a matter of fact, in the state of Iowa, we have cut funding to mental health. We don't even try anymore. It's the same game every single time. Every time. Oh, those poor victims. Let it run the news cycle for about a week or two. And then everyone will forget about it. And we can move on. And wait until the next mass shooting. And the cycle will repeat. The honest truth is, we in America, we lead in a hell of a lot of categories. But none of them are the impressive ones. You want to know some of the categories we lead in? Money spent on war. Number of mass shootings. You want to know some of the categories we don't lead in? Education, mental health, healthcare. We're a country where every single one of us is told from the day we're born that we were born into the greatest goddamn country in the world. Yet, for whatever reason, every category we seem to lead in is through pain and suffering. Is the cause of someone else to suffer. The categories that could lead to a better future for young Americans are neglected. Home ownership in America is declining again. We've done nothing to address that. It took us 18 years to provide permanent funding to the 9/11 Heroes Fund. 18 years. If we don't start stepping up and proving why we call ourselves the greatest country in the world, I'll tell you right now, it won't be long before someone else can come in and claim that title themselves. The honest solutions: we as a nation need to overcome the bigotry, the racism, and just the all-around anger and hatred that we have. Lastly, we need to start actually caring about mental health. Not just sitting there when some big mental health issue arises, like a mass shooting, and claiming they were mentally unstable, or trying to pin it on something else. We can't keep sitting there and ignoring this issue, hoping that it'll just go away. And we have for too long. The honest truth is, we have spent more money on war per hour than we have pumped into education, than we have pumped into healthcare, than we have pumped in to mental health. And that is terrifying. We have spent more money killing than we have on caring for our American people. The honest truth is, we as a nation need to start coming up with a means to have money for the future of Americans, not the death of other nations. And the only way we're going to do that is by working together, coming up with solutions. Violence isn't going to get us anywhere. Arguments aren't going to get us anywhere. We as a nation have a role to fill, but we're never going to fill it if we don't actually start caring about our futures. But at the same time, we can't sit silent and wait for someone else to take the torch. We can't sit here and go, oh, that's someone else's problem. Oh, that's the next generation's thing to solve. Because quite frankly, our current Senate and our current House of Representatives have done a pretty dang good job of that for the last generation or two. The buck's finally been passed on to us. And it's time we pick up that torch and run with it. I encourage you guys to share this video, get it out there, let people watch it. Hell, leave comments, like it if you agree, leave that angry face if you disagree. And quite frankly, heck, if your comments are supporting it, awesome. If you disagree with what I've said, or any part of what I said, let me know. Heck, maybe some point we can sit down in front of the camera together and actually hash it out and debate it. I'm cool with that. At the same time, be respectful of each other. You can say what you want about me. You can call me a moron if you'd like. I can take it. At the same time, be civil to one another and be respectful of one another. That's all I ask for my comment sections. Thank you guys, and until the next one, peace.